Hi everybody, this is just going to be a quick catch up this week. I've got a bit of a cold and I'm losing my voice, but also last week I recorded a really long video and then I couldn't even post it to Instagram and Facebook, so I think the platforms just said no, it's way too long. I did manage to upload it to TikTok and YouTube, but in the end I gave up trying to get it onto the other platforms. So it is available on TikTok and on YouTube if you'd like to look back at last week's. And I was talking all about stretch, making stretch garments. So it was inspired by something that happened in one of my classes, and I thought it was an interesting topic to talk about the considerations when making stretch garments and some of the pros and cons. So that's all still available. But this week I wanted to talk about my next sewing kits that are now launched. So this is a series of sewing kits that I've been working on that are beginner friendly. So I've already got 2 out, and I've now released the next 2. So the idea of these sewing kits at the moment is to kind of run a series of 4 sewing kits and then sort of change the offering every quarter. So these are kind of inspired by potential Christmas presents. So I think they'd make great gifts if you wanted to gift as a kit to somebody that can sew them up themselves. Or you could also make the item and gift the item. So the next 2 that I have got are a project bag. So this is a fully lined project bag with a zip top. It's also got light padding, so it's a nice sort of substantial project bag and a decent size to get all sorts of things. So I quite like cutting out my pieces of fabric to make whatever garment I'm making, and then keeping them in something like this in between, so you don't get all the little bits lost, or if you've got buttons and things that you've collected to go with the garment, you can keep all of that inside here and zipped in your little project bag. And the other thing about this is I think it's a great way to practice zips, because there's not too much else to focus on with this bag, but you can focus on doing zips. So if you want a simple project where you're just practicing your zips, this would be quite a good idea. And also I think they look quite pretty too. So there's 3 fabric choices for each kit, and these 2 kits I've linked the fabric choices so you could make them as a matching set if you wanted to. So that's the first. And the second is a tool roll. So this could be used, I've already used mine, and I'll show you my the one that I took to the social last weekend, to keep all my scissors and sewing equipment in, and rolled it all up and took it off to the social, so I knew I'd got everything packed up and there was nothing floating around at the bottom of a bag that I might need. But you could use this for lots of different things. So it could be for makeup brushes or hair brushes or painting equipment or whatever tools that you need to keep together. All these pockets can be resized to whatever you want to use, and this has got a nice large kind of flap to keep everything neatly inside, and it won't fall out easily when you're carrying it around. So if it was something smaller like paint brushes or makeup brushes, you could just make the divides in the pocket closer together and more of them, so that you could get more things in. But I've used mine for sewing equipment. So this is how it looks when this is the one I took to the social last weekend. So it's just tied up, and then inside I just took along scissors, tailor's chalk, tape measure in there, and then I've got, what have I got in there, an unpicker, and then I had threads and things that I was using tucked away in the ends, and you can just, like I said, fold that over and wrap it all up, and it's nice and easy to transport. So those are my two latest sewing kits. I'll just quickly show you the other 2, and these again were sort of together as a set, they could work quite nicely as a set. So this is my little zip top bag. The kit comes with fabric to lightly pad it, so it's a nice sort of substantial feeling little bag. All the kits come with a sew-in label, so they're selected for whatever fabric choice you've made, so they kind of look nice together. And then the zip top bag also has instructions for how to make this tassel as well. And the other kit is the reusable makeup wipes in an organic cotton mesh wash bag. So again, these two, the fabric choices that are available, they could work together, or they could just be you know, individual, however you like to buy them. So these are made from double layers of double gauze, so very nice and soft on your skin. There's enough for at least 8. I think somebody's already told me that they managed to get 10 out of their fabric choice. It does slightly depend on the width of the fabric, but there is enough fabric for at least 8 in each kit. So those are the kits. And that was all I was really going to talk about today. I have posted, obviously this is Black Friday weekend and there's loads and loads of sales going on. I did do a little post on my social media that I'm not a big fan of Black Friday. I absolutely have nothing against sales, but I just don't really buy into the whole mass consumerism thing. So I have got a sale running which has started before Black Friday, and today is actually the last day. So if this is just a sort of launch offer, and my idea with sales I think really is a little incentive for people to give my products a try, and also as a thank you to loyal customers, but not as something that I want to kind of like play into the whole mass consumerism thing. That's really not what I'm trying to do. So that's why I haven't done a Black Friday sale. But I do have this offer that's going on at the moment. So if you spend £25 or more on sewing kits, you get 10% off. I think I try to keep my prices reasonable. I'm not looking for massive profit margins. I'm just really trying to make a living. So all of the Black Friday thing I'm really not into, unfortunately, so that's why I've decided not to run a Black Friday offer, and I haven't done for the past few years. But like I said, that offer is there to sort of hopefully kind of invite you to give these a little try. I think they're great fun. There's lots of added little bonuses inside the kit, and like I said, I think they would make nice gifts as well. So that's pretty much all I've got to talk about today, and hopefully I won't get kicked off social media for this length of video, but I shall see you again next week.